What's up, guys? You read that title, and with the release of the TurboGrafx Mini coming imminently within the next year, I went ahead the other day and I picked up an original TurboGrafx 16. Now, you may be asking why. Well, I've never really been a fan of the retro, mini consoles. They're cool and all, but they're not really my forte. I'd rather be playing the games on the original hardware. And the TurboGrafx 16, for what it's worth, is a system that I always thought would elude me, because I never thought I'd fully get my hands on one for a decent price tag. Now, that being said, this console only came with the system and the AC adapter. So what I did, because I got it for a really good price, was I went out, I bought an AV adapter for it. So you would plug this in the back of this little serial port, to my understanding, and you could, play your games that way. And I also went out and I had to buy a third-party TurboGrafx controller made by a company called PGS. Now, both of these things I picked up at Digital Press Video Games in Clifton, New Jersey, which is my recommended spot for all your retro gaming needs, because I've been going there since 2011. And anytime I need something, they don't always have, all the games you want. They're predominantly a used game store, but they do what they can, and the store just has such a great feel to it. Now, with that being said, I needed a game also, right? And they didn't have a huge selection of TurboGrafx 16 games, but I looked at about the 6 they had, looked at videos and screenshots, and I picked up a game called Sidearms. Never played it before, but from my research, it's a side-scrolling shmup, and I figured for the TurboGrafx 16, that's probably the first type of game I want to play, because I've heard they have a bunch of great side-scrolling shoot-'em-ups. And I'm looking forward to hooking this bad boy up in a little bit. Seeing how well it plays in 2019. Seeing how good of a condition this system was kept in. And the one thing that's kind of cool with it is, for the size of the console, it's actually kind of heavy, which is interesting. It's heavier definitely than the Super Nintendo, and I think it's definitely heavier than the Sega Genesis, even the Model 1. So I know the TurboGrafx, when it came out, it was kind of the first 16-bit console that hit the market here in the States, and it didn't really get a whole lot of popularity. I know in Japan and I think in Europe it was widely successful, and I figure I had to pick this up. Now, you guys may be wondering about the games. For anyone who doesn't know, TurboGrafx 16 games come on these Hue cards, which pretty much they're smaller than credit card size cartridges? No, but they're cards at the same time, and they plug straight into the front of the TurboGrafx as so, and it kind of clicks in a little bit, and then you would put it in the on position, and it actually puts a little shield in front of the game, just so you can't pull it out mid-play, which is actually a really smart idea by NEC when they came out with this console, for the sheer fact that with cartridge-based systems, you could always just rip the cartridge out. There was nothing really keeping it in place, which could have ruined your cartridges, depending, I guess, what you were doing at the time. But with that being said, that's my little quick why I picked up the TurboGrafx 16 video. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to hook this up, hoping to get a couple, little bits of game time on this, just to see what the TurboGrafx 16 was all about, because I've never played one before, and I'm really, really excited to do so. So thank you for watching, guys. Like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel, go check out all my other videos. Until next time, go check out a TurboGrafx 16 near you, or wait for the mini console to hit next year. But with that being said, I'll catch you later, guys.